Welcome back to Little Snickers, baby. I'm Mike Rainey. Next to me, as always, Cal Donjala. Cal,
Hey,
how are you,
Mikey.
buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, too.
Like that coat.
Thank you.
Would you murder a lesbian?
Damn, second lesbian comment on one of my warm upper layers this week. Fuck.
Got him.
Look good, though. Jake Matera, how are you, friend?
Hey, guys.
Danny Dubs, Larry's Backyard Barbecue. Welcome, guys.
Party time.
You know it, baby. God damn, guys, we are 36 hours away from our trip to Los Angeles to hunt down Charles Manson and hopefully catch OJ as well. You got diarrhea yet?
Yeah. Yes.
For this or just in general?
In general. It's hard to say. Hard to tell these days. But I was thinking about four gentlemen having diarrhea in the same toilet.
Well, we got 2 rooms.
But we're all going to use the same toilet. It's a boys' trip, guys.
Group poop.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot fucking wait, man.
What's the first thing you're going to get diarrhea from there?
Boo, man. Definitely Mexican.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody down to get diarrhea from Mexican first and foremost?
I want to try. Yeah, I am going to order a hot chocolate on the plane.
Why would he do that?
Damn, dog. You don't have an air marshal next to you.
Dude, I used to drink coffee on planes all the time. I thought it was like a baller move. Then I saw this thing about it, how it's like the recycled water on the plane.
Yeah.
The most disgusting. They're like, don't drink that water.
How do you know they don't? No way.
That's what they were saying. They were saying they were using like the water through the system.
No.
Recycled
Nobody
water.
does that.
No?
In the air?
All right. Danny Dubs is like, that doesn't work that way. And
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go back to drinking coffee then. 2 hot chocolates.
Hey, John, who do you think built that plane? The Wrong brothers?
It's a pretty good guess.
Thanks, man. You got me fucked up.
Oh, man. We're flying. We're flying high tonight, boys.
It's going to be 5 days of this, bitch. Man. John, you think tonight's going to be the night for you?
No. Honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to win this fucking coin toss.
Dude, I believe in you, and I believe Lady Luck will eventually lift her restraining order against you.
Well,
and get you what you need.
Should we see if tonight's the night?
Let's do it, baby.
Lady Luck. All right.
Snake eyes?
I'm going to flip it. If you win the coin toss.
Smack it up, rub it down.
Yeah, you want to blow on it?
Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Don't even get near this thing, you pervert. If you win, we'll do some kind of fucking murderer or criminal. And if I win, we'll all toss on some bikinis and talk about the impractical jokers. 2 parts. All right, here we go, baby. Come on. You got to be fucking kidding me. You won.
I'm so sorry, John. Are you at least excited to do another murderer tonight? A little bit?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't think people would pay for more than 4 episodes of Impractical Jokers, so this is our bread and butter for now.
Dude, that's how you're going to know we're finishing this show, is when we put back-to-back Impractical Jokers. We're just going to end with the 4 Impractical Jokers. There's 4, right?
Yeah.
Isn't there like an honorary 5th, and then they
Yeah.
have, it's like...
Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone is the honorary 5th.
Yeah.
It's like when the
What's up,
president's
bro?
killed. They have like a line of succession, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Joey Fatone would jump in. He'd have to have somebody else run his sandwich shop down there in Orlando, Florida. And then he would jump in.
What kind of sandwiches has he got?
I think it might be hot dogs.
What?
Yeah, you'd think Lance Bass would open up a place like that. Did I ever tell you about the time I was on a roller coaster behind Lance Bass? I feel like I've told this 100 times.
Please
Really?
tell me.
We were at Hershey Park, and the Fab Five was playing that night in sync. And there was a guy on the roller coaster about to take off. We were next in line, and he's wearing a hat frontwards. And I'm like, this fucking jerk off, right? With my sisters. This fucking jerk off. And he takes his hat off right before they zoom away. It's fucking Lance Bass, dude.
No way.
Yeah. fucking thing took him right to space.
Wow.
Damn.
When they
Yeah.
took off, did he say bye bye bye?
No, but they played it later that night, Mike. You better
God
believe it.
damn, man. Whew. All right. So this motherfucker that we're getting into tonight, guys, he was a little stinker through and through. And this motherfucker was showing his ass from the time he was a child.
And he's alive.
He's still
spoiled
alive.
up.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's 6 years older than I am. I'm
Whoa.
42. Dude, I'm about to be 43, though. So,
Happy early birthday.
thank you, buddy.
Dude, I know you into a Big Brother program
Oh, thank you.
with this guy.
So, this gentleman's name is Todd Kohlhepp.
Not only can we write him, we could possibly befriend him.
I don't know that you want to befriend this motherfucker, John.
All right. Sounds like a real pain
I
in
don't
the
know.
ass.
Yeah. He was a real no good Nick from a very young
Todd
age.
Kohlhepp.
Well, his last name was originally Todd Samsel. His mother remarried. Her new husband's name was Kohlhepp, and they gave him that name, which is kind of weird considering he and the stepfather fucking hated each other.
How old was he when that happened? Old enough to hate his stepdad?
No, dude. So, all right, so he was born March 7, 1971. By the time he was 2, his birth parents got divorced. His dad was William, and his mom was Reggie.
What?
Her name's Regina, but she called herself Reggie.
Okay.
It was Reggie Tag, which she sounds like an NBA player.
In my mind, there was no form of a female name that could have the abbreviation. And you were immediately like, Regina. I was like, that's the one.
But he had a very hot mother.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was hot, but then, boy, she fucking hit it hard, baby.
Is she still alive?
No, she passed away.
Damn.
So R.I.P. Reggie.
Yeah, damn.
Dude, it sucks, too, because she died maybe like a year after he got busted for 7 murders.
Ooh,
Like,
bad
you were
timing.
so close, baby.
Yeah.
Although-
You never want your mom to know how many people you murdered.
Although she did know that he raped a woman at gunpoint before that. So it wasn't like she was going to get out of life thinking like, man, Todd fucking rules.
How did she know that? He was arrested for that before that?
Dog, he got arrested for raping a neighbor at gunpoint when he was 15.
Jesus Christ.
A neighbor?
A neighbor. And it was his friend, too.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking hang out with this guy.
Told you, dude. Fucking believe me on these.
That's great.
15, he could have changed, but sounds like he might not have.
Mm-mm.
All right.
So when his parents got divorced when he was 2, and the mom remarried Carl Kohlhepp when he was 3.
Okay.
So Carl came to the table with 2 kids of his own, and like I had mentioned, Carl and Todd fucking hated each other.
I imagine at 3, he just fucking hated a 3-year-old kid.
Mike,
Just like,
would it
fuck
be
that
fair to say that they were the Haiti bunch?
Yeah, I love it, Jake.
Woo! I held my
Well,
breath on
that
that
makes
one.
one of us.
Keep them coming, baby.
All right. All right.
I'm glad you're wearing those gray sweatpants again. God damn, he is determined to make us see his
I know.
fat
Listen,
fucking dick.
Listen, it looks like a hot dog stand at Fatone's. It looks like the stand, not a hot dog.
Dude, dude, at Lance Bass's hot dog shop, did they wrap all the hot dogs in sweatpants?
Looks like we're going to have to take a trip to Orlando and find out.
Fine by me, man. Dude, I would actually love to go there. This is something that I would like to propose because I feel like people got boned because the video for Casey Anthony, I fucked it up and it got corrupted. People will often send messages saying, hey, can you do that again? One compromise that I think would be cool for all of us is that we just go to Orlando and do like another Casey
B-roll
Anthony
footage and then
Yeah.
because you could just put the pictures up with the they wouldn't see us doing it, but you could just whatever pictures you would throw up, make a little documentary for
Yeah, dog, I want to go to Universal Studios.
yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah.
we're gonna hit Florida next year.
Yeah, I would love to. So if you guys are up for it, we'll
yeah.
do that video there.
We're going on a fucking boat next year, dude. That's gonna be sick.
We'll fucking chop you up and put you in a cooler Capano style, baby.
Just 4 guys nervous that we might kill each other.
Yeah, when we first started Little Snickers, like I was convinced that I was going to be the one to kill both of you, and now I don't know who's going to be the one.
Well, I never heard you say that before.
I know who's killing me. My heart.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
Damn, is that an NSYNC song, Jake? All right, so wild ass Todd Kohlhepp. Dude, he's bad as shit right off the fucking start. So he's born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is never a good sign. They move around to South Carolina and Georgia. And then even though... So the mom gets married to Carl Kohlhepp. They divorce multiple times and they remarry multiple times.
Jeez. That's already crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Now,
They love each other, man.
knows no bounds.
Yeah.
In preschool, fucking Todd Kohlhepp is described as aggressive and explosive, and he destroys property.
Oh my god.
In fucking preschool. And anytime he interacts with other kids, it's to scream at them, to say something mean, or to break their fucking shit.
Damn. That's wild.
I should note this because I think he probably got porked doing this, but he was a Boy Scout.
But there's no... He never said that?
There's no definitive record of him being sexually abused, but I mean everything about him screams that. One, if you're having fucking aggressive outbursts in fucking preschool, you're probably being abused. And then also he's sexually inappropriate at a very young age too.
Damn.
When he's
Horny boy.
Jake, can you please kill him first? Dude, he goes to therapy when he's 9, and he's actually committed to a mental hospital for 3.5 months.
Jesus Christ.
When he's 9, he's described by a judge as impulsive, explosive, and preoccupied with sexual content.
At 9.
At 9 years old.
Dude.
Jake, what age were you preoccupied with sexual content?
10? No. Probably like 12. 12 is one. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably about that. Was he coming as a 9-year-old? I have to ask.
I know you have
Legally.
to ask. John, I'm not sure. What he is doing...
Probably
is-
dry orgasms or something like that. I know how them horny boys do it.
Yeah, he's fake coming for all the stuffed animals.
Like in front of them.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm gonna soak you, Kermit.
I don't know, dude. If I was jerking off in a Muppet, it would be Animal. Me, myself, personally. But, dude, he's angling. He eventually gets out of his fucking mental hospital. Does 3.5 months there as a fucking 9-year-old. Gets out. It gets to a point where he's so violent and explosive, his mom has to lock his bedroom door, and she also has to lock her bedroom door. He gets, like, as he inches toward his preteen years, he wants to reconnect with his dad. His dad lives in Tempe, Arizona. He's begging his mom, like, please can I go live with dad? Please can I go live with dad? And the more that she says no, the more that this motherfucker starts acting out. She tries to compromise with him. She's like, tries to surprise him with new bedroom furniture one day. He walks in. He recognizes that it's a ploy to try to get him to chill the fuck out with asking to go live with his dad. He takes a hammer to the furniture and destroys it all.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. You know
Yeah.
how much that cost, you little fuck? Spent the whole fucking day at IKEA, you piece of shit.
It would have been great if it was a water bed. He's just
Yeah. I don't know. In his case, she probably went to IKEA. I don't know.
Is that a real place?
Yeah, man.
Is that the one out in Conshohocken?
Yes, it's not Swedish. It's Haitish.
This isn't the podcast for your puns.
I forget sometimes. Jake,
I'm kidding.
Sorry,
Jake got me
guys.
riled up.
Yeah, I opened up the floodgates.
You started this?
Yeah.
Dude, I fight with that sometimes. It's like if I make a pun, like as I'm talking about the murders again, I'm like, why did you fucking say that? Why did you fucking say that? Why did you fucking say that? This isn't the fucking place for that.
Go to Patreon /
I feel like the fucking Joker on that bus where he's got to hand the lady the card that says, like, look, I'm fucked up. I don't mean anything I say. I feel like I should take out cards and give them to everybody in the room when I start doing that shit. He's fucking fired up that he can't live with his dad. The mom eventually relents in 1983. Now, before that happens, there's some fucked up shit that happens leading up to that where she just reaches her breaking point. He's like, all right, if I can't go live with my dad, I want a gerbil.
Dude.
That ain't for the right reasons.
No.
Yeah, gerbil's not going to last a week.
We got
in
little
that
ass
house.
Jerry Penacoli on our hands. She says no to the gerbil, so what do you think he does?
He brings home a gerbil.
Smashes some more shit, I would imagine.
He's got a fish bowl. You know those like 1 gallon bowls you get at like the county fair?
Yeah.
He's got one of those and he's got a fish in there. So in protest of not getting a gerbil, he fills the fish bowl with Clorox.
That's not nice.
Very fucked up.
Dude.
I thought he was going to fry it up and eat it.
No.
Yeah, that seems more humane.
Yeah, honestly.
The other way, I mean, I felt like that just collapsed this whole argument that he can't take care of a pet.
Well, on top of that, he also shoots a dog with a BB gun. And then he starts acting out some more with neighborhood children. He locks neighborhood children in a dog cage, and he'll roll the fucking dog cage.
Jesus
Dude.
Christ.
And I think that was like the breaking point for his mom.
Now, I've spent some time in a dog cage, as I'm sure we all have. But it's always been voluntarily.
Yeah.
It's always been with one of my friends, and we're kissing.
I used to put my friend in a trash can, like a metal trash can. And
Oscar the Grouch style.
Yeah, and we had an above ground pool. And I would just push them into the pool in the trash can with the lid on and everything. It's pretty baller. And then I realized I ripped the liner of the pool, and
Oh, Jake.
that was like $1,500.
Yeah. Well, you could have drowned a friend, so
Yeah, yeah.
funeral was going to cost you more than $1,500.
Yeah, you were about to turn that above ground pool into a 6 feet below ground pool. I can't fucking help myself, dude.
I'm sorry.
Like a werewolf. I need to be shot. I'm going to rip through my jeans.
If you do that shit in front of a fucking Mexican restaurant waitress, I'm going to flip out.
Get ready, baby. What did I say about the fucking dogs? Oh, dude, before I keep moving on, I just want to mention a dog cage thing that I used to do when I was a kid. So I used to spend a lot of time in my high school years at my buddies, Danny and Steve's, and their mom was a cop. And they lived in a row home, so space was fucking tight. Mm. And in the dining room, they had a big-ass dog cage. And they had a, what the fuck is that? What's the Lassie kind of dog? Is that a collie?
Collie, yeah.
Yeah, so they had a collie named Nikki, and their mom was a cop. So she would work odd hours, and if she worked night shift and would sleep all day, we would pull this trick on her where we would dress Nikki up in her cop uniform and put the belt with the gun around his waist.
With the gun.
So when she'd wake up, she'd see Nikki in the
Dude. Number one, I don't think you were allowed to know where the gun was.
She was
two.
not a happy lady, so she didn't care where that gun was.
She was waiting for that dog to take her out. Did she laugh at her or did she get pissed?
She was a good sport. Honestly, like I felt bad for her later on as we got older because, you know, she was taken advantage of by clearly us and everybody else just because she was so nice.
Okay, she was nice.
Just a
cop.
super nice lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Did you pull that trick more than once?
Yeah.
That's great.
That rules.
That's fucking awesome.
But after a couple times, I think she realized, like, I should probably put my gun in the cabinet.
Yeah, gun got a little bit harder and harder to find, I imagine. Gotta stop leaving it next to the soda in the fridge.
Yeah. Makes me want to get a dog, man. So Todd Kohlhepp gets shipped off with his fucking dad, and he is 12 years old. Goes off to live with William Samsel in Tempe, Arizona.
How'd that guy agree? He fucking split.
Dude, I think that's like... I think every dad that bails on their kid, they have a moment where they feel guilty and are
right
willing
before
to
they become a
reconnect.
Teenager, they're like, maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe I'll reconnect with this weirdo. And I couldn't find a lot of information on the dad, but what I did find was that he claimed that he was a special forces soldier, a mercenary, and an arms dealer. So in other words, he was a gigantic fucking dork.
Yeah. He never did any of those things?
No.
No.
I mean, I can't substantiate either way, but I'm going to say no.
He did some time in the Peace Corps, maybe.
So for a while, shit's going good because they bond initially over their love of guns and explosives.
Jesus.
Which is exactly what a child who's fucking rioting in preschool should have.
Yeah.
They bond over that. Pardon me. They bond over that. And then the dad's a pussy hound, man. He's always got multiple girlfriends. And Todd said that it got to a point where even though they initially hit it off, they gradually started to break away from one another. And it wasn't anything that fucking Todd wanted. Like, he would make efforts, though, to keep him close. He would get him jobs at different places, and one of the places where he got him a job was where he worked as well, at a place called Billy's Famous for Ribs, which I don't think is any longer in existence, but it would be. Sounds like an awesome place to go to. Todd Kohlhepp also got a job as a landscaper, and then he worked at Burger King.
All as like a teenager kid.
Yeah, I mean, he was an industrious fellow. And even going throughout his life, like, he always fucking worked hard and he excelled. Like, he reminds me a lot of Gacy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he wasn't a loser in the sense that I think you might typically find a serial killer being, like a loner loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he was
Social, working.
I wouldn't say social, but like, he would put himself in situations where he was around people, but then when it came to like normal person social time, he wouldn't engage in any of that.
Okay.
He was like ambitious.
Yeah, he was ambitious.
Yeah.
So they bonded, and then the dad drifted away because of pussy. And during one of the trips where the dad went away, the dad went on a business trip to Nebraska in 1986 when Todd was 15. He's apparently pissed that the dad is away. And he's so mad. He's so mad that he decides to take it out on a neighbor that he's close with, that he's a friend with. So this girl that's a neighbor, she's also 15. She might be 14. So Todd's 15, she's 14 in 1986. She lives 3 doors away, and Todd goes down to her house and say that the kid that she's dating is at her house, and he wants to speak with her. She's like, all right, this is kind of weird. Why wouldn't he just come here? She's like, I promise you, he's at my house. He just wants to speak with you. She doesn't fucking buy it. She knows something's up. Eventually, Todd brings her to his house at gunpoint. As they're walking down the street, pardon me, as they're walking down the street, he cocks the gun and he holds it to her.
Jesus Christ.
Going back to his house, he's 15. He's a fucking lunatic already. He brings her back into his house. He's got fucking ties her up with rope, puts tape across her mouth, and holds a knife to her face as he rapes her.
Jesus Christ, man.
And at the time, she's
He got busted for this.
He does, because what happens is he does that to her, and he says that if you tell anybody, I'm going to kill your younger siblings. And she was watching the younger siblings, so they're at home.
Yeah.
Apparently, the younger brother couldn't find her, and he recently learned how to call 911 if he feels like there's an emergency. So the younger brother calls 911. Yeah. However, he couldn't. It didn't happen in time to stop what Todd Kohlhepp did to her.
But they did show up after the fact.
Yeah, but get this. After he rapes her, Todd Kohlhepp walks the neighbor back to her house.
At gunpoint again? Get out of here.
I don't know. I can't verify that. But he walks her back to the house, just reiterating his threats that if you tell anybody, I'm going to kill your younger siblings.
Jesus, man.
Within minutes, the police come. The first fucking thing he says is, how much time am I going to get for this?
Before they even do anything?
Before they even do anything. She tells them what happened. They go to his fucking house.
Yeah.
When they show up in his house, he's laying on the floor pointing a rifle at the ceiling.
And she didn't buy any of that shit. She immediately told the cops what happened.
Right, yeah.
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 Damn.
They
didn't fucking blow him away? He was basically holding a fucking gun at them.
They didn't, man. He's a 15 years old. He's got a gun. They're able to disarm him peacefully. They ask him why he did it. He's like, I don't know. I guess maybe because I'm mad at my dad.
I don't think that's why he did it.
I don't either, John.
Venture out on a limb there.
Dude, one of the crazier things is he's adjudicated for this Dude, he's 15 at this time. He ends up getting 15 years in jail for this.
All right, that's appropriate.
Yeah, it's a long-ass fucking time. But one of the weird aspects is he's only convicted of kidnapping. He's not convicted of the rape.
Kidnapping probably carries a fucking worse sentence.
I know, but don't you
In
think
this ass back? I mean, it's also bad.
that makes
like,
sense? And like, I'm sure that's why they did it, but I don't know. Now they did make him register as a sex offender when he got out,
Okay.
so maybe that was the stipulation.
Yeah.
And that you still get that, and also, I guess 15 years is probably longer than the average rapist gets.
Yeah, and I'll bet you as a juvenile he wouldn't have done, 8 years
Yeah.
for rape.
Yeah.
Which, in a sense, every rape case could be considered like kidnapping. You know what I mean? You're holding someone against their will.
Yeah.
Did he do 15 years?
He did. He did all 15
Wow,
years.
dude.
Now,
That's
dude,
crazy.
the first fucking 3 years that he's in there, he's an absolute fucking menace.
You start in juvie to go right to adult.
Dude, he was tried as an adult.
Damn.
So he went to fucking big boy jail. While he's in there,
And he went in swinging?
dude, the first few years, it's just infraction after infraction after infraction. He gets diagnosed with borderline personality disorder while he's in there. They also tell him that he's got an IQ of 118,
Not bad.
which is above average. But at the same time, like when you hear him speak and you see some of the things he's written, I think they're pretty liberal with that assessment.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me as an intelligent guy, and it's just he's somebody that within 20 seconds of speaking with you, you quickly realize, like, one, I shouldn't be around this motherfucker very long, and two, he doesn't seem as smart as he probably thinks he is. Now, when he's let me back up a little bit. Before he's sentenced, his mom goes in, she writes a letter on his behalf. And he's pleading for less time. He feels like 15 years is too much. He's like, look, if you give me less time, I'll go right into the military. And the judge is like, yeah, dude, that's not how this fucking works.
He almost, if he had Rittenhouse as judge, that guy would have been like, you got it,
Oh, you devil.
you little scamp.
His mom writes a letter. Dude, in this letter, he's admitted to the rape. He's got caught red fucking dicked.
Yeah.
The mom writes in this letter, he's not a bad boy. He's not a bad boy. And then she also says, he walked her home. Does that sound like a dangerous criminal?
Oh my God, dude.
Yikes.
So she's...
After she fucking shoved him off with the dad because he was a fucking maniac.
Dude, fucking classic ass Reggie.
Reggie. God damn. Reggie is.
But he gets 15 years, and while he's in there, dude, it takes him 3 years to recognize, like, all right, fuck, maybe if I play the game, I can start to get what I want. He's not getting out anytime soon, but he is getting more and more privileges.
Was he getting fucked up at all, or was he trying to beat people up? What are these infractions?
It was mostly for violence and
Yeah.
for mouthing off and starting shit. 3 years in, he asked for the rest of his sentence to be commuted. And one of the things that he uses as evidence that he's a changed man is a certificate called a role model certificate that they gave him for being a good dishwasher. It didn't work, though.
I don't even have one of those.
So he was being a pretty good boy while he was in there. Eventually he gets like, all right, I'm going to chill the fuck out. One thing that really struck me as very funny was he has a subscription to Maxim magazine
In jail.
that they let him have in jail.
Is there any chance we have common issues of Maxim magazine? He wasn't in there in the 2000s at all, right?
Yeah, dude, he got out in August of 2001. So you might have been cranking into the same things old Todd Kohlhepp was,
I
dude.
think I might have been.
You might be Eskimo brothers.
Now I have to write him.
But guys, while he's in there, they go through his shit anytime he gets something. Then eventually there's something in one Maxim magazine that makes prison officials be like, we can't give this kid fucking Maxim anymore. What do you think it is?
A poster, like a full-size poster of a woman that smells like Polo Sport cologne.
Jake, what do you think it is?
I think he poured Clorox all over Maxim magazines.
No. What ended up getting his fucking Maxim magazine subscription thrown out the fucking window was there was an article in one of the issues that he got which showed you how to make toilet wine. So they were so concerned with him making toilet wine, they were just like, all right, no more fucking Maxim magazine. That's
Somebody
it.
was reading every article, though, before it got to him. Dude. You think he can't find out how to make fucking toilet wine in jail already? It's the place... That article was written by somebody from jail.
No doubt, man. There was I looked up a couple different articles about toilet wine, and I had always assumed they made it in the bowl.
Yeah, I guess I kind of did, too.
Yeah,
They put it in
have
the
an outlet.
tank.
Oh.
And then I think it's like every couple days you're supposed to pour warm water over it to make it ferment. And then after a certain time, like you take it out and like you take the mash out of it, and then you're able to not doing it for you.
Keep going.
Jake, would you ever drink toilet wine?
No.
Fuck, that's what I should have made for you tonight. God damn it, I'm such a moron.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I am
If
so
I had
happy
had
you did not.
a
I owe
sip
you.
of fucking wine, and then mid-sip you told me, I would have sprayed fucking Pinot Noir all over this goddamn room.
Actually, I have a very nice Chardonnay for you. God damn it, I meant to say Turdinay. Now I'm really fucking
I know
making
you
it for
did.
you.
I know
God
you
damn
did.
it, John.
He did say Pinot Noir, so that's funny.
Yeah. Well, I'm making you Turdinay. I don't give a
That
fuck
would
if I
have
said
been
it wrong.
a great prank.
I know. It will be.
You go out, spend $30-$40 on a bottle of wine for your boys, tell them it's shit wine. I would have still drank it.
Just wait. You're going to see the lid off that toilet when you get here in 2 weeks.
Now that I know it's not in the bowl, I'm not interested.
Well, I'll make it in the bowl for you.
I thought it added a little bit of risque, you know? A little taboo. I'm not supposed to be drinking this piss and shit wine.
In August 2001, he gets out. Moves to South Carolina. He did a total of 14 years. So he went in when he was 15. He gets out. He's 29. While he's in jail, he gets a bachelor's degree in computer science. He gets out and he starts doing graphic design work.
Whoa.
So, I mean, he's keeping himself busy.
Anything I know?
He created Ren and Stimpy. So he gets a job at a place called Seven Sons and Company, doing graphic design work for them. And it's a logistics company, like fucking Iron Mountain, like
Okay.
one of those kind of companies. That's August of 2001. He keeps it together for a couple years. But then in November 6, 2003, he goes off the fucking handle.
He's about 30 now, 30-something.
So 23, he would be 32. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 32.
Okay. Damn, got out of jail. Such a formative age, you know?
Yeah, man.
15 through, like, adolescence through
Yeah.
your whole early adulthood. That's crazy.
John, Turdinay is going to kill me that I didn't fucking say that. God damn it.
We can go back. We can try it and
I wouldn't
recreate
do that, man. That would be disingenuous of me. But we're going to keep going with this.
It's fine. It was the first thing I thought when you said Chardonnay. I was like, well, it's not a retard wine.
It's actually just grape juice.
Yeah, I heard of you. I heard it.
It's fine. Go on.
Dude, November 6, 2003.
Like, I don't want you to whine about it anymore. All right, I'm leaving.
Don't put your eye on the microphone cover. That might be the one that has fart.
I deserve pink eye for fucking getting greedy and going for that joke and fucking it up. All right, dude. November 6, 2003. He goes into Superbike Motorsports in Chesney, South Carolina. He doesn't know how to ride a motorcycle.
Oh my God.
Right.
That fucking rules.
He walks in there, buys a motorcycle, ends up killing all 4 people working there.
Jesus Christ. He was that bad at learning how to ride a motorcycle?
All right, let me explain. Let me explain why this happened. Now, a couple months prior, Todd had gone into that same shop to buy a motorcycle. All right, he bought a Suzuki motorcycle. It was I don't know anything about motorcycles, but I do know that it's called a G750.
Okay.
All right.
It's like a sport bike, right?
Yeah, Danny Dubs worked at a bike shop, right?
Oh, cool, dude.
So it's a sport bike.
It's a sport bike. All right. He does not know how to fucking ride a motorcycle.
Hilarious.
So, dude, he's in there, and he says these guys are just making fun of him nonstop because
People that work there.
yeah, because he's about to plunk down thousands of dollars on something that he has no idea how to ride.
Yeah.
And he's dressed like Evel Knievel.
He is truly Evel Knievel. His mom gave a description of the event because apparently he told her. Any kind of recollection that he gave wasn't very detailed, but Reggie Tagg's interpretation of what Todd had told her, which lit a fire under him, partially lit a fire under him to kill these 4 people, was that he paid for the bike. It was I think it was like $6,000. Paid for the bike, and according to Todd Kohlhepp's mom, Reggie, she said they let him take it out back to this field where like the brush was wildly overgrown to ride this bike through the field.
To try to learn how.
Try to learn how.
Without getting on the highway.
Yes.
Sounds like
He already paid for it.
Yeah.
He fucking hits the throttle and he falls off the bike.
Yeah.
And he says the guys make him feel like an absolute fucking dickhead because it's the funniest fucking thing they've ever seen.
Sounds like they kind of set him up for failure
I
in the
know.
first place.
It did. It did. He's like, all right.
Probably, this does sound very mean.
It's
Shooting
very mean,
somebody
dude.
who's like,
Yeah,
you're
dude.
getting commission from even.
Right, yeah. Like this goes beyond ball breaking. Like this is like, all right,
Yeah.
somebody's got to step in and say like, all right, dude, listen.
And he's going to get hurt.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
hurt. He falls off the fucking bike. He's like, I want a refund. They refuse to give him his money. They're like, look, we'll take the bike back, but we're not giving you your money back. Eventually, they settle upon them delivering the bike to his house, to his apartment, I'm sorry. They deliver it, I believe, the next day. Within 2 to 3 days, the bike gets stolen. He goes back to the shop, and he doesn't say exactly what they were saying to him, but he says just from conversations that he overheard them having, it seemed as though they were the ones that stole the bike. Like, they stole it back.
Yeah, I mean, he sounds crazy as fucking shit, so no matter what they were talking about, he's probably like, I know what they're talking about.
So, dude, he's hanging out in there a bunch of times.
A dude's doing a wheelie in the store on it.
They refuse to, like, give him any lessons or anything like that. They're like, sorry, dude, you bought it. Then you got your bike delivered to you, and it got stolen. And he lost $1,000 deductible on that. So he's fucking heated for losing that money, too. But he... What's that?
I mean, he's going to get money back through insurance.
Yeah.
It actually sounds like the best thing that could have happened for him, to be honest.
Okay, I'll take your bike, man, so...
Did he know how to drive stick shift? Because, I mean, he should have been able to figure it out
I don't know, man.
in the parking lot to the place.
Yeah, I don't know, buddy.
So, okay, is this the trip that he kills him in, or he go?
No, well, he
comes
goes
back?
there over the course of a couple months just to fuck around, just to hang out, and just to sit on bikes. And then...
Wow, dude, the same place where these people fucking joked you and maybe stole your bike. So
Dude.
he's doing recon then.
I think it's a combination of him doing recon, and also I think he just really wanted to get into this world. And it's fucking rural South Carolina, so there's probably not a lot of places where you can go and hang out on bikes and like,
Yeah.
try out cool bikes and shit like that.
Okay, so you think he at first was being sincere, wanted to actually make a group
Perhaps,
of friends
yeah.
involved
I think
in this.
that's possible, but then also like seeing what he
And
ended
they-
up going on to do, he was
Yeah.
definitely doing recon at this fucking place.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at a certain point, if they don't accept you and they fucking joked you that hard, you're going to be like, wow, I have 2 options here. And that's the only 2 options I have are letting them embarrass me or murdering all 4 of them.
Yep. So, dude, 3 months later, he's in there again. He's like, all right, I want to buy another bike. There's another customer in there at this time. There's only one other customer, and he's got a son with him. This guy, Kelly Sisk. This guy, Kelly Sisk, is in there paying off a fucking go-kart that he bought. He notices Todd Kohlhepp just wandering around checking shit out, and he can just tell by the way he's talking that he's not familiar with bikes.
Yeah.
What Todd Kohlhepp is doing is waiting for Kelly Sisk and his son to leave so he can murder these 4 people that are working in there. He agrees to buy this Kawasaki Katana 600. Now, I don't know anything about bikes. Kelly Sisk says when the guy who owned the place, Scott Ponder, recommended buying this bike, he said, this is a good beginner bike. Yeah. Kelly Sisk said that struck him as odd because he doesn't think it was a beginner bike. Do you think a bike of that magnitude is one?
It's a 600, so it's small enough to learn on.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast it goes. I don't know much about sport bikes. But 600 seems like a lower end for engine size.
He buys it. He pays $9,000 for it there.
Jesus Christ. The other one was cheaper.
I might have the prices mixed up. Okay. I think one's 6 and one's 9.
I'm starting to feel like this guy's not fiscally responsible. Was he paying full cash?
I don't know.
Okay.
He tells them to go prepare it to be taken out. So the... I think it was the mechanic, Chris Sherbert, takes it in the back and gets it ready to be fucking taken out of the shop. While that's happening, the guy that I mentioned, who was the other customer in the store, Kelly Sisk and his son, leave. Okay. That's his cue to fucking go back there. Yeah. Goes back there. He fucking shoots the first guy, which I believe is... no, it's not... Chris Sherbert, is that what I said?
The mechanic.
Yeah, Chris Sherbert's the first guy that gets shot. Scott Ponder is the owner of the place. His mom is working there, too. She's the second person to get shot. She's a bookkeeper. She runs back to find out what the fucking sound was. She gets shot. Brian Lucas is the service manager there. He realizes what happened. Scott Ponder realizes what's happening. They start taking off toward the front door. At this point, Todd Kohlhepp is walking towards them in the front door. Brian Lucas gets shot in the back and killed. And Scott Ponder almost makes it out the front door. Todd Kohlhepp reloads his weapon, and he fucking kills him right at the front door.
It's the first guy we've had with a gun in a long time.
Is it refreshing for you?
It almost is. Like, not hear, like, and then he's
cutting
this
kids'
lady
heads off
34 fucking times. Sadly, a gun murder is refreshing. But that's crazy.
Dude, he kills 4 people. And one of the crazier aspects is, right before this murder, Scott Ponder's buddy, who was a guy named Noel Lee, calls him. They're talking on the phone. They're busting balls. Noel Lee is headed to the shop. So by the time he ends that conversation, right after that is when the shooting starts. Todd Kohlhepp kills all 4 fucking people in this bike shop. He leaves. He gets out of there. Noel Lee shows up within minutes of all these people being killed.
So he walks. He's the first one to walk in.
He walks in.
4 dead bodies.
Dude, he thinks it's a prank.
Oh man.
Fuck.
He sees Scott Ponder.
Yeah, because how could this have happened in the 5 minutes?
It was there's no chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought it was juiced.
He thought everybody in that place was juiced.
Where's OJ?
Yeah.
Get out here.
He
Actually, that was prime.
Yeah, that was prime punk time.
Punk time. Oh no, dude, it's probably like, is Ashton Kutcher gonna pop out?
Dude, he even kicks the body.
Oh,
he's like, all right, dude, like real fucking funny. And then he's like, oh my god, like these people are actually fucking dead. So there's 3 of them in that area, and then the mechanic in the back. So he calls 911, and they come out there. They have no idea what the fuck happened. Again, a significant amount of fucking retardation on the investigation part.
Yeah, I'm guessing 2001 this place might not have had, or early 2000s probably didn't have much of a security camera set up, right?
They did not.
On the inside, at least.
So, dude, they had nothing for the longest time. Now, one of the fucking victims, I think it was Chris Sherbert. It was either Chris Sherbert or Brian Lucas. His parents ended up hiring a private investigator who looked into the case. He's like, all right, I really think the route to go. This strikes me as a disgruntled customer. So I'm going to go, I think this stack of fucking sales receipts with the names on it, the killer's in here. And Todd Kohlhepp was one of the guys who stood out, considering he was already convicted of a violent gun crime.
And had bought 2 fucking motorcycles there in the past 6 months.
Yes. Dude.
Yeah.
They gave that information to the sheriff. They did nothing with it.
What?
Fucking shit, dude.
So, dude, he fucking got away with a fucking quadruple murder in rural South Carolina.
How did they not think to go through the fucking names of customers?
It's inexplicable. Dude, there's something that's going to come up. We're going to move over to part 2 in a second. There's something similar that pops up in part 2. When I read this today, when I read this timeline of how this shit unfolded, I felt like I was going to jump out of my chair for just how fucking useless this inaction was.
Is it too late for us to be cops?
I've actually,
I don't think it is.
Dude, I looked into it a few years ago. I wanted to be a cop.
Yeah?
And a cop told me it was too late for me.
Are you serious?
I did. When I was...
No, is he serious?
I don't know, but I took his word for it.
Because of the retirement thing? Look, I don't need the pension, guys. I just want to occupy
No,
my
I think
days.
it had more to do with my racist tweets. So it was too late because, you know, maybe if I applied before I got on Twitter, I might have been able to get in, but yeah.
Look,
I rolled the dice a little too hard.
you can delete a Twitter account, all right? You can't unmurder a black kid, and that's what most of these cops are out there doing. I'm kidding. Some cops do that, though.
All right, so
Some cops have been doing that, honestly.
dude, all right. You good?
Some cops do it,
Yeah,
dude.
you're good. All right. You're right. They do. All right, so we're gonna, Jake. Are we at?
We're at time.
All right. All right. So
Do we have enough time that we can delete the last minute and a half?
All right, so moving into part 2, we're about to head over to the Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/lilstinkers, that's LILSTINKERS, we're going to get into part 2 here. And fucking wild-ass Todd Kohlhepp ends up killing a bunch more people,
Yeah.
buys a compound for himself,
Whoa.
ends up keeping slaves on this compound.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
What's his total? If you don't want to, you want to not spoil that.
Well, he ends up getting convicted of 7 murders.
Okay.
But
What do you think is a lot more?
he says it's closer to 100. Again, his dad said he was a special forces soldier, was a mercenary, and an arms dealer. So he's probably got that dork lying syndrome.
Yeah,
Fucking
dork lying runs in the family.
Dude, because he ends up telling like one of his female slaves, he's like, yeah, it's actually closer to 100. It's like, dude, 7 people is a lot to kill. Like, you could just say that.
Yeah.
And she, if you're saying it to impress a chick, and the chick is somebody who's impressed by murders, 7's a good number to throw out there to a lady.
Yeah. Also, if you won't let this lady leave, that's the.
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
she's like kidnapped, right?
She is. Like,
Yeah.
she can't go anywhere. So let's save that for Patreon. We're heading over to Patreon. Again, that's patreon.com/lilstinkers. You get to hear part 2 of this. We got 3 more murders on deck, baby. And they're super fucked up.
Gross.
All right. We'll see you over there on the Patreon,
Later,
guys.
y'all.
Later.